of Beauty over at Pinterest UK, and I'm really excited to spend the next few minutes to talk you through the Pinterest platform and how Pinterest helps inspiring purchasing decisions in a positive online environment. But before I kick off, I just want to share with you what I'm currently pinning over on Pinterest, which is slightly wild and wonderful. So these pins range from Greek summer holidays, hopefully that will happen this summer, summer outfits, and then to ancient Greek artifacts, and of course, grooming and beauty ideas. So the reason why I talk about what I'm pinning is it really represents a wide array of different ideas. And this is because Pinterest is a platform that helps you plan, not only for those big life moments, but it really helps you design for all areas of your life. So what I want to do first is just to ensure that everyone's on the same page with the basics of Pinterest. Let's see what that looks like through the experience of a pinner in this short video.
Pinterest is where people discover ideas for their lives. Here's how it works. This is Ava. She lives in Manchester. Ava loves street style, photography, cooking, and beauty. This is a pin. Pins are most commonly viewed in Ava's home feed, or when she searches for ideas using keywords. The more pins she saves, the more personalized her experience becomes. Ava organizes saved pins into groups called boards. Lately, she's been saving a lot of beauty ideas to inspire her look. But this pin isn't just some picture. It's an ad from Clinique UK that links directly to their website, where she can find the perfect foundation shade to complement her skin tone. Personalized inspiration, where you can take action on the ideas you discover. Okay, those are the very basics, but there's so much more. More formats, like video and carousel. More cases, from tattoo inspiration to party ideas. And more ways to discover, like searching, with visuals. Hundreds of millions of people use Pinterest to find inspiration to create a life they love. No matter what kind of business you're in, your audience is waiting to be inspired. That's the power of Pinterest.
So as you heard at the end of the video, our mission at Pinterest is to bring everyone the inspiration to create a life they love. And I firmly believe that this mission stands stronger and more pertinent than ever before, especially with what's happening in the current climate. It's really important to understand that Pinterest isn't a social media platform, but we are an inspiration platform. So at Pinterest, where we call our users pinners, Pinterest is where pinners come to find inspiration from all areas of their life. And that's with those big moments, such as, moving home, getting married, having a baby, but also planning for really small everyday moments, such as cleaning hacks or recipe ideas, or of course, beauty inspiration. Now, we have quite a few philosophies over at Pinterest, but one of my favorites is where we say it's about being your best self, not your best selfie. And Pinterest is a platform that's all about positivity. It is about being the best version of you. And actually, when you look at the scale of Pinterest, we're pretty impressive. So globally, we've got over 459 million monthly active users, and that represents a whopping 37% year-over-year increase. And we've got 18.5 million of those MAUs coming through from the UK. So actually, when we start breaking that down demographically, we've got some of the most coveted audiences that brands are really keen to reach. So 1 in 3 mums in the UK, we've got 1 in 3 millennials, 41% of millennial women, and 1 in 3 millennial men. And then when we look specifically and break it down further at the beauty audience, every month, more than 6.5 million beauty pinners are engaging with beauty content on Pinterest, looking for inspiration, looking for ideas. And I wanted to share with you a quote of one of our beauty pinners over in Atlanta, Georgia. And she says, "Pinterest is responsible for me wearing my natural hair. I would look at other women and I was like, okay, well, I can do it too. I showed other Black women how to grow their hair naturally." And I think this is a brilliant example that demonstrates inclusive inspiration within a positive environment. And that's exactly what Pinterest is about. However, more important than just the demographics is the fact that people on Pinterest are beauty decision makers. So yes, we've understood and we know that people come through to Pinterest for ideas, but ultimately they're looking to turn those ideas into action. So pinners are people who have purchase intent, not just social intent. And in fact, 97% of all top searches on Pinterest are unbranded. So this means they're not typing in brand names, but they're going broader than that. Their search terms are broader. So they're looking at dry skin solutions, party hair, or fragrance gift ideas. Now, this is the huge opportunity here for brands. It's about being there at the right time, the right place, being contextually relevant to then drive an action. Now, I always say that half the battle is won over on Pinterest. Pinners are searching with this commercial intent. They want to buy a product. They just don't know what brand they're looking for. And that's the opportunity for brands. It's about being there when it counts. So I want to spend a moment talking about the unique mindset of a pinner as well. And it's really important to understand, what is a pinner, what are they coming for, and what's their purpose, and what do they look for? Pinners are planners, so they plan for the future. They're coming to look for new ideas for these big and small moments, but they're coming at a much, much earlier stage than other platforms. So if you want to take this example on the screen here of me planning my upcoming 30th birthday party, if you look at the past, that's very much a mindset owned by Facebook or by Instagram. So the idea here is that, oh, I love how my hair looked at my 30th birthday party. A few days later or a week later, I may post up a picture to celebrate that. It's about an event that's already been and happened in the past. We then look at the present. So this is very much a mindset owned by TikTok or Twitter or Snapchat, very news-centric. And the idea here is, I love my hair so much tonight, I'm going to post a picture. So in that moment, I'm posting that memory. Then we've got Pinterest, which is completely different. And this is about the future and a future planning mindset. So the idea here is that I'm planning for my 30th birthday party. I need to think of a hair inspiration. So I'm going to go to Pinterest 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks before the event itself, looking for inspiration, shortlisting different ideas. So the opportunity there for brands to engage for much longer duration, in a much longer time frame with a much larger frequency, is much stronger than other channels and other platforms. But pinners aren't just looking for inspiration. People on Pinterest have purchasing power. Each month, we reach 1 in 4 households in the UK with an income greater than £100,000, and likewise 31% of UK millennials with a household income greater than £100,000. So if you're sat there wondering, why is Pinterest so influential when it comes to these purchasing decisions? Well, it can be part attributed due to the fact of the positivity that Pinterest exudes. So 59% of pinners in the UK believe that Pinterest contains positively orientated content as opposed to negative content. And I'm pretty sure that we can all agree that positivity is something the world needs now, certainly more than ever before. And what we find is this positivity is fueling full funnel impact and really driving action. So the research you can see on the screen here is that 1 in 2 pinners agree that they are more likely to remember brands, feel positive about brands, trust brands, and purchase from brands that show up in a positive place. So essentially what we're saying here is that it pays to be positive for brands, literally. And when we look at Pinterest, we see that 45% of UK pinners agree that they're more likely to purchase from a brand when they see it in a positive space. And then we see that this trust is then driving action. It's really influencing these purchases. 87% of UK beauty pinners were influenced by Pinterest when browsing for products. And we can see this trust in action across all areas and across all of our beauty categories. So every month we have millions of pinners actively seeking content on nails. We've got 3 million seeking content on nails, 4.5 million looking for makeup solutions, 3.4 million for skincare ideas, and 4 million looking for hair solutions. And they're not just looking for beauty products specifically, they're also looking for beauty ideas across all occasions. So whether this be everyday occasions such as Sunday brunch, Friday nights in, Zoom dates, which are happening quite a lot now, or maybe for life special occasions such as getting married or having a birthday, or even seasonal holiday events such as Christmas and Valentine's. So when brands are building content for Pinterest, it's really important to build content around these key beauty occasions to drive relevancy, and ultimately it's about driving action. So I just want to pause here, and I'm going to share with you a video that focuses on our beauty innovation in the world of inclusivity and personalization. So as you saw from the video, we're driving further action on Pinterest through beauty personalization. We were incredibly excited to announce last year the launch of our virtual try-on tool, which is powered by AR technology. And this is where pinners can now try beauty products on themselves without any filters in the comfort of their own home. You can see an example here demonstrated by Charlotte Tilbury. So pinners are encouraged to select their preferred lipstick shade. In this case, we're looking at Red Carpet Red, and then click to buy. So really driving that full path to purchase. This is then further complemented by the launch of our skin tone filter, which you can see on the right-hand side. And this is where pinners can select their skin color, automatically change their feed to feature their skin shade. And this is all designed by Pinterest, so you can truly see yourself on Pinterest. So as we all know, timing, of course, is everything. And as such, one element that is key to a brand's success is about reaching their target audience early. So this is when they're in an undecided and open up to hearing from brands, such as you all in the room today. And we talked about earlier about these special and seasonal occasional moments. Pinners really come early and start planning early on Pinterest for these moments. Pinterest consistently sees trending searches weeks, sometimes months, before any other platform. You can see here an example of the holiday season. You can compare Pinterest, which is the blue line at the top, to a leading search engine for the holiday season. Again, you can see Pinterest is consistently seeing trends weeks and months earlier than that search engine. So the thought here is if you're looking to reach your audience before they've even made a decision and open for influence, then Pinterest is that natural place to achieve. And when we talked a bit about this unique mindset, and this unique planning mindset over in Pinterest provides the ability to reach consumers efficiently through clearly defined planning moments. And what we understand over at Pinterest is exactly when calendar moments begin to grow and when they peak, which you can see demonstrated here with planning spikes for Valentine's, Mother's Day, and Christmas. So again, Pinterest delivers an effective and efficient engagement strategy around moments that are made on Pinterest. So we've talked about the fact today that 1, brands' target audiences are on Pinterest. And 2, they're in an open mindset and looking to be inspired by brands in a positive environment. So we know that people use Pinterest to make inspired decisions. Now, I want to introduce you to Brittany. Meet Brittany, who, like all of us, needs inspiration and new ideas more than ever before. So Brittany's looking for inspiration. She turns to Pinterest for ideas, and she starts with about how does she evolve her skincare routine? How does she look for new treatments and different beauty tools? And like most pinners, Brittany starts her search early and she's undecided. She's looking for inspiration to help her guide through these decisions. She's not alone. 6 in 10 people come to Pinterest to find ideas when they don't have a solution already in their mind. So we know that Brittany is here to discover. She's actively looking for specific products and solutions to inspire her during this time. She's got an open mind and she wants to try new things. So what Brittany does is she starts creating boards to really capture all these pins and all these ideas of all the different things she wants to try. So on the screen now, you can see a series of her boards, a skincare obsession board where she saves products to add to her skincare regime. She's got a makeup ideas board filled with tutorials that she really wants to try and master. We've got a nail art board that's full of DIY at-home manicures that she can try. And then finally, in that planning for the future mindset, she's got an autumn hair board that's looking at different hair colours and hairstyles she can try when autumn finally arrives. And with this behaviour and planning mindset, Brittany's really not alone. 90% of UK pinners are more likely to take a shopping-related action on Pinterest compared to non-pinners on other social platforms. So as Brittany's taking action on this inspiration she discovered on Pinterest, we find that she's moving from that wanting stage and she's moving towards the do stage, so actually accomplishing her goals. So she's purchased a new vitamin C serum that she wants to put in her skincare fridge. She's found some brilliant tutorials, video tutorials, to learn how to do a cut crease eyeshadow. She gave herself an at-home manicure and tried some new nail art, as well as obviously playing around with the new colour of her hair. So for the most part, the visual inspiration that helped Brittany execute her ideas all came from brands. So Brittany's journey is not unique, and when it comes to beauty, 77% of UK beauty pinners use Pinterest during steps before purchasing beauty products. Again, it's not surprising because we know there's a high commercial intent that people have on Pinterest when they're on the platform. So for Brittany and for most pinners, ads were actually additive to their experience over on Pinterest. And branded content on Pinterest stands out because it fits in. 65% of monthly UK pinners feel positive towards branded content. So just wrapping that up, that's because finally what we're seeing on Pinterest, ads are content. They don't interrupt, they inspire. They aren't a distraction, they're a decision-making tool. What they're doing is providing the fuel to make these ideas happen. So branded content enhances the Pinterest experience. And because of all of this, it takes half the impressions to convert someone on Pinterest than on social media. So all of this is leading to a higher ROI, higher lifetime value for brands. Ads on Pinterest are efficient. Since pinners are already here to shop and they want to buy, they also want to be inspired by brands. So that first impression on Pinterest will work far harder than a last click somewhere else. Right, so let's touch on video for a little bit, which is one of our fastest growing formats. So pinners on Pinterest, they're searching for, creating, and ultimately watching more video than ever before. Pinners are watching nearly 1 billion video views per day on the platform. That's 120% year-over-year increase, and a year-over-year increase of nearly 800% of video content. And what we see is that people on Pinterest use video slightly differently. They don't zone out, they're very much leaning in. So not only are they watching more video, they're driven to action afterwards. So pinners engage with video on Pinterest differently than any other platform. They're action orientated in their mindset. They're coming to do something with the new information that they've received. So you can see on this slide that people seek videos for discovery, for learning new skills, starting new projects, and taking actions. And we're seeing that they're doing it more than the competitors within the competitor set. So just to recap on a pinner journey, they come early and they're undecided. They're inspired through visual engagements with ads, and they make decisions with the help of brands, and ultimately they take action. So On Pinterest, brands can not only reach their audience, but shape decisions and shape them early on. So I think that the thought here is that we're all focused on driving growth, and what can we do and what can we help for marketers? Well, Pinterest can really help in 3 ways. 1, inspire consumers. 2, build demand. And then 3, deliver direct and measurable impact. So to finalize the presentation, I want to bring this all to life and end by sharing you an exciting case study that we ran with Le Maire. So Pinterest and Le Maire partnered last year in a really exciting full funnel strategy with the goal to A, introduce new and lapsed consumers to the brand via a retargeting sampling activation, and B, grow their CRM database and increase their website reviews. So how do they do it? Well, the full funnel campaign saw phase 1 launch with a series of high impact video ads, which we actually created internally with our Pinterest Creative Studio, which we then retargeted in phase 2 with a sampling incentive to users who'd engaged with the creative in the previous phase. The final stage saw Le Maire retarget users who had already claimed a sample using personalized, product-focused static pins. And it worked pretty well. So due to this strategic approach, the Le Maire campaign proved to be a huge hit. Pinterest significantly grew their CRM database and drove engagement by well over 500%. And we have a direct quote here from the digital marketing manager. She said, "The partnership with Pinterest Creative Studio, who helped us ensure that our creative was fit for the channel, was key to our success." And Le Maire is one of our greatest brands that we currently work with. So what can we learn from this? I guess there's 2 main learnings direct from this case study. The first one is optimize on the fly. So don't be afraid to learn and optimize as you go. You know, the beauty of digital is that we have an ability to try new things and tweak campaigns real time. The second is think cross-platform. So take learnings from other platforms. For example, take keywords and assets and then apply them relevantly to Pinterest, whilst using data to ensure that you retarget consumers across channels with strong and consistent messaging. So that's all for me. Thank you so much for your time. I wanted to leave with you a link through to our business hub so you can discover and explore more information and uncover a plethora of different success stories on the platform, not just in the UK, but across Europe. And finally, if you have any questions, please do feel to contact me directly at alistair@pinterest.com. Thank you very much.